The government of Antigua and Barbuda is taking significant steps to ban products such as bleaching creams and certain cosmetics that contain skin lightening chemicals. However, this move hasn't stopped many on the island from continuing the practice of skin bleaching. For some, it's a way to achieve a lighter skin tone, while others consider it part of their beauty routine. In spite of efforts to reduce its prevalence, skin bleaching continues to be widely sought after and remains a lucrative business for suppliers. Dr. Leroy Christian, the Director of Analytical Services, points out that these lightening products can weaken the skin's barrier and may lead to serious health issues, including kidney disease and even cancer, especially since many of these products contain harmful ingredients like mercury. Many people we spoke with could care less about the health implications. In fact, they expressed their belief that their bodies belong to them and they should have the freedom to do whatever they wish, including bleaching their skin. Yet others, like this young woman, says it is a subtle form of having a low self-esteem.
Firstly, I think that the whole bleaching situation is coming across because we as a society have led people with darker skin to believe that they are inferior because of their skin color, which I believe is not right at all. We were all made equally by God. We were all made in His likeness. So at the end of the day, your skin color shouldn't determine whether you are up here or if you are down there.
Skin bleaching, I think that you shouldn't do it. I think you can really harm yourself when you do that, and I think you should really just embrace your natural skin and who you are.
I won't bleach my skin because I believe that the skin is the biggest organ in the body and it must be protected. And by damaging your skin by bleaching it, it would take the melanin out of your skin that protects you from the harsh rays of the sun.
In Antigua and Barbuda, well-known products like Topiclair, Ambi, Caro White, and a blue soap, commonly referred to as cake soap, are available on shelves of stores, supermarkets, and some pharmacies. Research indicates that over 200 such products are available on the Twin Island nation. We spoke with the owner of Top Face, an African man who has been selling these bleaching products for over a decade. His clientele includes men, women, teens, and even schoolgirls. He doesn't see the problem with bleaching. His products not only lighten dark skin, he says, but also help clear up blemishes. But could there be more to this trend than cultural influence? We asked mental health advocate Chanel Imhoff to share her thoughts on the psychological implications of skin bleaching. Imhoff, who herself is dark-skinned, tells Antigua.news that she struggled with black shaming even as a child.
It's so interesting that you reached out to me about this, not only as a mental health advocate, but personally, because anybody who knows me who has seen me knows that I'm of quite the dark complexion, right? And growing up, it was not as pleasant as I would have liked it to be. Myself and others who are around my complexion, we got told, how dirty our skin looks, how, you're very pretty for a dark skin girl. Like, what does that even mean? You could have just ended the compliment right there instead of being backhanded with it. And I think a lot of people grow up with these types of internalized anti-blackness. So whether it's from friends or it even comes from family sometimes. Imagine me the darkest siblings out of all 4 or 5. Right? So sometimes it comes from our families, and that's the thing with the whole post-colonialism as well, where there's a particular standard of beauty that was set upon us that we don't think that we meet, and that stuff like that plays on your mind.
Imhoff says many people were taught to believe that their skin color defines who they are, and that mentality must change.
It's something that's passed down on and on and on and on, and things like that stick with you whether you want to believe it or not. And the fact that there are people out here practicing, I guess, some kind of pseudo-eugenics, trying to create a certain thing, because how you look on the outside has no determination as to what goes on the inside. And I think a lot of times, because of what we've been subjected to, like the bullying, the constant comments, because even I was an adult, I mean, I still get those comments, but I have grown over the years to really love and appreciate the way that I look, but not everyone has that sort of mentality because of how it was sometimes beaten into them. You can't go outside into the sun because you're gonna get dark. You can't do this because it's gonna make you look bad. It's actually bordering on terrifying, because you don't want your children to go through the same thing that you went through as well. So you think that by doing that, you're sparing them from what you had to go through. But at the end of the day, people are going to find something to pick at, right? So it's better to just be yourself and love yourself for who you are.
Racism, according to Imhoff, has a significant role to play with a person's decision to lighten their skin.
There's this level of privilege that sometimes comes with you looking a certain way, right? Maybe 40, 50 years ago, you wouldn't have me on camera right now.
Or at the bank.
Or at certain places. You had to look a certain way to get a certain place. And where it might not be overt racism like that, colorism also plays a huge part in that. Because as soon as you and somebody have a back and forth, you have an altercation, oh, you're black, you're this, you're that, and I'm just like, oh, my bad, you know? So I think that racism, colorism, and anti-blackness plays a huge part in why people decide, you know what, if I look like this, then people will respect me, or people will take me seriously, or I will get to do this or to do that, or I will be considered beautiful under those standards of beauty.
The issue of skin bleaching raises profound questions about identity, self-esteem, and societal standards of beauty. It's not just about the physical act of changing one's skin tone. It's intertwined with deep-rooted cultural narratives that equate lighter skin with desirability, success, and worth. To move beyond these insecurities, we need to encourage a broader definition of beauty that celebrates diversity in all of its forms. Imhoff, for one, believes that black is one of the most beautiful colors she has ever seen.
Not to be cliche, but black is beautiful. Like, I have seen, I think this week was the Met Gala. When I say I've seen some of the most beautiful dark skin on that red carpet, and it's gorgeous to look at. And if you take away all of those false standards of beauty that we are presented with, you will see that, you know, how you were born in terms of your complexion and the way that you're put together is the way that you're supposed to be, right? There's nothing better than being you and loving you for who you are. You can't wait on other people to accept, appreciate, and love you. You have to really do it yourself, or it opens that door for you to try to change that in a way that might be detrimental to your health later down in life.
Every individual grapples with aspects of themselves that they may wish to change, and in that struggle lies a universal truth. Our perception of self-worth often hinges on external validation. Society bombards us with ideals that can distort our self-image, especially regarding something as intrinsic as our skin tone. Even in the pursuit of altering our appearance, like skin bleaching, we can't escape our true essence. We remain, at our core, the same types that tell the story of our heritage and identity. This highlights a deeper issue: the necessity of embracing our authentic ethnicity. The journey towards self-love begins by recognizing our essential worth and understanding that our true people will value us for exactly who we are. If you find yourself having to change the way you look just to fit in, then you are not walking among your tribe. This has been a production of Antigua.news. I am Charmaine Big Charles.